Konnichiwa, my swordlings. This is Sephiroth Sword 57. And welcome back to Fighting Streamers 2 Single Player. Welcome. How are you swordlings doing today? I'm doing really well and feeling very genki tonight. How are the audio levels? Let me know if there's any issues. Maybe the music is too... It's been a while since I did a stream. Are the audio levels fine? Never better than when Seth is streaming. Oh, arigatou gozaimashita. Although you should refer to me as Seth-sama or Seth-sensei. Or with another Japanese honorific, onegai. Okay, seems like audio is doing well. Well then. Yes, I am doing a little live stream today. Now, I don't have anything major planned for today. I just want to hang out with you swordlings and talk about some stuff that has happened recently. There's a lot of things to go over. And of course, if any of you swordlings have any questions later on, I will be answering those as well. So yes. Now, first off, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. Well, there's I think there's something on screen here that might be missing from some of you swordlings might remember. And yes, I had a goal set up for streaming, which is as some of you know, I lost my phone. In that, well, I can show you swordlings. Now, this is what happened to my phone after that dreaded and awful Dark Souls stream I did a few months ago. You swordlings might remember when this happened. Well, we have Mr. Miyazaki of From Software to thank for this. I have not... well, I don't really have a smartphone anymore. Unfortunately. This is... it has been pretty tough without a proper smartphone to do things. I'm sure you swordlings can relate. There's a lot of things that the everyday life things you can't do. In fact, I had to use an older phone that I had because of what happened. So right now I'm just using a phone that I guess I can show you swordlings. Hold on. So this is the phone I'm using right now. I have not been able to buy a smartphone. So this is what I have to do. You can't even text people with this. So yes, that's what I have to deal with now. Since I don't have this one anymore. So yes, it's been rough. But I thought I came up with a little plan on what I want to do. As some of you know, I put up a goal for a phone, but I didn't know what to do. And it was this goal right here. Let me see. This one. Now, it originally was for the PlayStation 5, so I could get a PlayStation 5 together with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I can enjoy that game. And also for Final Fantasy 16. I don't have a PlayStation 5. But I have done my research, and I know what to do now. And I know the perfect phone for me, Sephiroth Sword 57. So, for now, this will be changed to the Sony Xperia Fund. This way, if you swordlings want to contribute, I will be able to get a Super Sugoi Sony Xperia phone from Japan and be able to do work much faster. Oh, and speaking of, yes, there's a link here. Hold on. Bomi-san, arigatou gozaimashita for providing a link for if any swordling want to. I'm going to pin your message. So now at the top of the chat you can see Bomi-san's message if you want to donate to the stream. Although it is completely optional, of course, but you will have the pleasure of being able to. Oh, there we go. Music was doing something strange, but you will have the pleasure of knowing that you have provided and contributed to the Sephiroth Sword 57 channel, and for getting me a Sony Xperia phone. So yes, that's what I had to say about the phone business. I guess we can get rid of this now. Well, you've seen it. Oh, well, I see that there's a lot of swordlings here. Well, welcome. Yokoso, everyone, to the Sephiroth Sword 57 stream. Now, I do want to do more streaming. There hasn't been a stream in a while, and I promised I would do a Sonic Adventure 2 stream. That will still happen. I haven't put down a date yet, but I want to start streaming more regularly. Because of what's been happening recently, if you saw the recent video, I've just been too scared to be able to focus on anything on the channel for a while. But now it's fine. And I have a lot of cool things planned for you swordlings. Oh, and speaking of cool things, check this out. I've been... Oh! Anonymous-san, arigatou gozaimashita for donating $1. But yes, as you can see, I reached 20,000 followers on X. Another milestone for the Sephiroth Sword 57 channels. Wow, this year has been very fruitful for Sephiroth Sword 57 content. But, as you all pretty much know, there hasn't been a lot of reviews or videos on the channel, which I already went over what happened. But that will change. That's right. I am currently working on a lot of things, so you soldiers can expect more Sugoi content from me, Sephiroth Sword 57. Soon. And let's see, is it possible... Oh! Kurinpuskatsu-san. Arigatou gozaimashita. For $10. Wow. Well, as you can see, there's already some part of the goal has been filled up since before. What are your thoughts on Samsung? Not much. I wouldn't be supporting that. I don't mind Korean stuff too much. Korea is pretty much like a mini Japan, because South Korea takes after Japan a lot and try to be like Japan. So they're not that bad, although they can't be compared to the amazingness and the culture of Japan. It just can't be compared. So when it comes to phone or any electronics and stuff, there's no reason for me to get anything else except Japanese products. Oh, Godo-san, arigato for $1. I wish America would take inspiration from Japan, like Korea did. I agree. They should. Imagine how much better the West would be if they just took inspiration from Japanese culture and respected each other and didn't commit a bunch of crimes. It would be so much better. Alright. Oh, I guess we're fine. The music paused there. That was strange. They hate Japan, Chef-sama. Who hates Japan? Is there some baka that's doing bad things in chat? Chef-sama, Sony Xperia and Nintendo Switch are manufactured in the same factory in Japan. No, that's made up. Sony products are made in Japan. Sony is a Japanese company. Stop trying to trick me. We all know that Sony is a Japanese company, not a Chinese company. Oh, it's time for a Pepsi break. That was good. Well then. I will also get a Pepsi. Go do it. Today is Anime Expo. What do you think about this baka Westerner event? I don't know what that is. I don't keep track with Western stuff. Oh, well, I do think there's a couple of more things I want to talk about, but let's see what chat's saying. 俺は最強の竜。Okay. Well, that's I guess the strongest dragon. Okay, that sounds pretty. That sounds pretty cool. Chef-sama, do you play Dichi Majo slash Shogi? I do not. Well, I have played it, but I don't play regularly. Now, it is very cool. Shogi is amazing, and much better than the Western chess. So, yes, if you have any interest in chess, you should play Shogi instead. It is much better. Chef-sama, have you ever played Shin Megami Tensei? Of course I have. It is one of my favorite series of all time. I played Persona 1 back in the day for the PlayStation 1. So, yes, I do know what I'm talking about. I believe I played it the same year. I think, yes, it might have been in 1997 I played it. The same year as Final Fantasy VII was released, I believe. Yes, it was winter, so it might have been the beginning of 1998. But around that time, the winter times there. Let's see. Man-san, have you been trying to reach me? Have you sent me a message on X? If that is the case, sometimes X blocks the messages and they don't go through, and I'm not notified when I get messages. So that might be it. Try and send me a message on X if you haven't. I would very much like to work with you. I've been trying through Discord. Oh, I don't use Discord, so I haven't checked that in a long time. So that might be why. Yes, I will get to it after the stream. That sounds good. Chef-sama, how do I become a Nihon fan? Well, aren't you already? Man-san? Man123-san. Shouldn't you... Well, that's very easy. Just read about Japanese culture or history, or watch manga, or watch anime and read manga, play JRPGs, consume Japanese products. And that's all you have to do, really. You will just start appreciating Japanese culture immediately. So yes. Chef-sama, when will you return in Japan? And if so, will you do a vlog? Yes, I've gotten this question. Now, it's been a while since I've gotten this question. But yes, I've gotten this question many times, that next time I go to Japan, if I'm going to do a vlog. And yes, I'm going to be documenting my travels in Japan next time I go. And no, I don't know when I will be able to go to Japan yet. I am not at the level of, well, how do you say, as a content creator, where I'm able to save up money to go to Japan yet. However, I am going to go there, sooner or later. So look forward to that. I will be making a lot of videos about Japan when I'm there. Oh, Gintama. Gintama is Super Sugoi. It is it's one of the funniest mangas I ever read. It is amazing, and one of my, I would say it's among my top 10 favorites. Absolutely, it's amazing. Chef-sama, you remind me of my favorite Japanese anime character, Bobobo. Oh, that's been a long. Speaking of comedy anime, yes, that's a really good one as well. I haven't watched that in a long time. Will you meet up with PewDiePie in Japan? I don't know. I don't know Felix-san like that. I do know that he has a deep appreciation for Japanese culture. But I personally don't know him. Even though I have sent him messages and commented on his videos. Because I feel like he doesn't know the Japanese language enough, even though he lives there, and he needs to learn the language better. So I thought I would give him some help. Oh, I wanted to talk about something. Now, this is a story I actually haven't talked about on anything before. But I was reminded. I was on a podcast, I believe last week or earlier this week. I guess I can get to that in a little bit. It's an interesting story. And also a bit unfortunate, but I think I have a solution to what I'm about to tell you. But anyway, there's some more questions. Will you beat up Sea Dog VA if you see him the next time in Japan? Well, I would, but apparently he has some kind of disease, some blood disease. So if I beat him up, he's going to die. Which I am not ready to take that kind of responsibility. He's just some weak Westerner, so he can't even handle being in a fight. So I guess that's not something I would be able to do. Sea Dog is a nerd. I think he would fit into the category of some kind of nerd, some form of nerd, something like that. I feel he could be that. He does have a superiority complex and think he knows better than Japanese people on a lot of things. So I think he has some nerd elements to him, definitely. No one could survive a beating from you, Chef-sama. Oh, well. Well, I am quite strong. I have been practicing martial arts for many years, after all, ever since I was 12 years old. So over 25 years old, or 25 years, I've been practicing martial arts. So I am quite strong, I would say. I don't know if I could beat anyone. There's always gonna be someone stronger than you, my swordlings. Even when you think you reach the top, there's always gonna be someone else above you. So that's an important mindset to have, so that you don't get lazy with your workout. I have been watching your martial art training videos in the woods, Chef-sama. That's good. You could learn a lot from those. Chef-sama, are you going to play the new Sparking Zero game? Or, as it's known in the original language, Budokai Tenkaichi. Oh. Well, I want to play it, but I don't have a powerful and amazing PlayStation 5. If it's coming out for the PlayStation 4, I would definitely get it, but I know it's going to be much more superior on the amazing PlayStation 5. So, I do want to play more. I do want to do an upgrade soon as I can. Hopefully, before the end of this year, I will finally have a PlayStation 5 to enjoy gaming on. I believe you will reach your goals, Sef-sama. I think so too. It's gonna be interesting. This has been quite a year so far. This might be the most well, I would say this is the most active Sephiroth Sword 57 year so far. And next month, my swordlings, will be the Sephiroth Sword 57 10-year anniversary. So yes, I'm very excited for next month. I would definitely do a stream for the 10-year anniversary. 10 years of Sephiroth Sword 57. Can you believe it? So yes, my Chrono Trigger review came out in 2014, the 19th of August. So on the 19th, next month. And I have some things planned that I think I will be able to get out by that time, maybe a little bit after, but it's going to be in celebration of the 10th year anniversary. I have some interesting things planned. Now I'm going to upload some videos before then, but I want to focus on that first, the 10th year anniversary. I want to make it special for you swordlings. And I do have some other stuff I'm going to upload until then, so look forward to that. Sef-sama, are you here to help us or destroy us with your Oni powers? What do you mean? Oni. I don't have that kind of. I'm not an Oni. Sef-sama, what is your favorite character to cosplay as? Well, I can tell you that my favorite character to cosplay as is myself. I don't need to pretend to be anyone else, which is why I always represent myself as Sef-sama, as myself. There's no need for me to be someone else. Sef-sama, did you not see the expose video on you? No, I did not. I don't. That's not something I can focus on right now. I'm streaming right now. Sef-sama, please go to Japan. I've already been to Japan in 2016, but I do want to go again. Sef-sama, what is the plan once you acquire a powerful Sony Xperia? Well, first off, I will be able to record cameo requests properly in higher quality. I've had to use this webcam. And it doesn't really work that well. But then I would be able to, with the Xperia's amazing and powerful camera, I will be able to capture in much better quality. So it will definitely be worth it for everyone. Everyone will benefit from this upgrade. What the Sigma? Western capitalism forever. Let's go ban that person. Marge, get rid of that filthy Westerner. Trump, you mean that disgusting, filthy gaijin who refused to eat superior Japanese food, like the disgusting, filthy Westerner he is. I have no respect for disgusting, unhygienic, and gross Westerners like that Trump idiot. He has no respect for Japanese culture. Chef-sama, what do you think about our doctor disrespect? Is that a person? I don't know what that is. Or is it some TV? I don't know. I don't keep up with Western things. So I don't know. Hello, Chef-sama. Do you enjoy visual novels? If so, what is your favorite? And your favorite female from them? Oh, well, I really enjoyed the time I had with Higurashi. I played the first episode, and it was very, very good, but then it got very scary. And I'm not very good with scary things. So I had to stop. I couldn't continue after that because I was so scared. But I did enjoy the first couple of hours where it was just really kawaii and fun. And I really liked the characters. And Nika-chan is really kawaii. And is my favorite. Chef-sama, do you Western game design has been corrupting Japanese game design? No, Westerners has no say in what the Japanese do, unless you're talking about the filthy From Software, who makes games just for Westerners. He hates Japanese culture, and everyone at From Software hates Japan, so that's why they only appeal to Westerners. Do not play their games, by the way. It should be obvious now. I already talked about that Miyazaki. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of him. And Kojima. Yes, Kojima you can't trust either. He betrayed Japan to hang out with Hollywood people instead. Really gross. When will you be leaving to Japan? I said this earlier, I don't know. That is complete. It could be next month. It could be 2 years from now. I don't know. That will happen when I'm able to save up enough money to move there, which I'm not a full-time content creator yet. I haven't gotten that far, but that is my goal, to be able to do content full-time. And so I can save up enough money, and then I will be moving to my home country of Japan. Chef-sama, I need your expert advice on a personal matter. Do I get the latest expansion for Final Fantasy XIV now, or do I wait until my vacation begins? There's no reason to wait for me-san. You can experience the Final Fantasy XIV expansion right now. Why would you wait? That means that you can have fun now and have even more fun once the vacation starts. There's no reason to wait. Are you currently forklifting, Chef-sama? I am, yes. I work as a part-time forklift driver. Chef-sama, I love your kimono. Oh, this is not a... It's a haori. It's not a kimono. But where I got it, well, I don't remember. I got it online. I ordered it from Japan. And when I tried to look up what the store was called, I can't find it. So I don't remember, unfortunately. I am sure that you can find it if you look around online Japanese stores. Chef-sama, do you like Xenoblade Chrono... No. I am not going to support a game that Nintendo put their filthy hands all over and ruined. And you shouldn't support it either. You are giving Nintendo money. You should not play that. It doesn't matter that the creators behind it used to be very talented. Now they're forced to work for Nintendo and ruin games that could have been amazing. Nintendo ruins everything it touches. So no, I'm not playing those Xenoblade games. I would have loved it if I had enough money to buy Monolith Soft from Nintendo, so they can release their games for proper systems, like the PlayStation 5 instead of the filthy Nintendo systems. Chef-sama, how do you feel about the Monogatari series? Asking for friend. Oh, it is Super Sugoi. You should all watch it or read. It is amazing. And it's very well written, it has very funny moments, and it has some really great Kiso Monogatari are my favorites personally. The movies are really good. Chef-sama, I tried to stop him, but my nephew went to Okinawa and is now buying Pokemon cards. What should I do? Have you, you need to, that's no good. Why would they do that? Imagine being the person standing the cashier, being forced to sell baka criminal Pokemon cards to someone. That must feel awful. I can't imagine how the Japanese would feel. And then pretend they have, because of the Yakuza, they can't say whatever they want to say about it. That's awful. Chef-sama, what is your favorite JRPG? That would be Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 1. The best game of all time. But I'm sure that all of you already knew that. Rance, I have not played them actually. But I've heard many good things. At the time when I was really interested in it, I did not have a computer to play it. Unfortunately, I believe at the time they were only on computers, so I could not play it or play any of the games. But they seem really good. Is there something about Final Fantasy you don't like? Well, there is something I don't like, and that is the fact that I can't play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy VII. Well, that's remake I have played, but I would like to play it again on the powerful PlayStation 5. Oh, and also Final Fantasy 16 I want to play. But I need a PlayStation 5 to play them. If you like Final Fantasy, you'd love Baldur's Gate. No, I would not. I would never play that kind of nerd Western stuff. That's for weirdos only. A Western game? No. You run around with elves and trolls and stuff. That's just baka. I wouldn't play that nonsense. F-sama, I don't know a lot about anime, but I love JoJo, Dragon Ball, and Black Clover. Do you recommend another anime? Oh, I have a few, but I'm just going to say that you should go and watch Naruto. Since you like Black Clover took a lot of inspiration from Naruto. And Naruto is the best manga of all time, so you should go and enjoy it. It is amazing. Oh, that metaphor, that Atlas game, it looks very interesting. I'm going to get that on the PlayStation 5. Oh, my swordlings. I got so busy talking that I didn't get to the thing I was wanted to talk about. Now, I'm sure that just like me, you swordlings are all into Shintoism, right? I don't know if any of you have gotten any deeper into the religion, like me. I suggest that you do it. It is part of being a swordling, after all. So if you are part of any other religion, like if you are a Christian or a Muslim or something, you should convert to Shintoism. If you are a swordling, that's because in as swordlings we have an objective mindset here among us, and so we need to actually follow the true fate, which is Shintoism. So, well, that's just a side thing. You should all study Shintoism more. I have built a little shrine at home. You have Speku Kern. That is amazing. I was just getting to that. So, earlier this week, I believe it was last Monday, I believe, I was on a podcast and we talked about, I just remembered a story from a few years ago that I haven't told you swordlings. Now, as a Shintoist, there isn't really a lot of temples and shrines to go to here in Sweden. But since the Swedish government had started building holy places and holy structures for other religions, for people who have come here, I thought this is a good opportunity to get some Shinto shrines built, so that people like me and the Japanese, other Japanese, can finally have places to where they can express their spirituality properly. So yes, I went and talked to the government people, and they declined completely, which I think is very discriminating. They built all these places for these other religious people recently in the past couple of years, but they can't do it for Shintoists. I think that's racism. And I told that to this is just racist towards the Japanese to not do this. Can you believe that? That's really disgusting. I was really angry at the time, but I figured if they are not doing it, then someone else might have to do something about it. And so, it would be great to be able to build smaller shrines that you can put up, that I can go around and put up, where you can leave offerings and stuff like that. That would be really nice. One of my goals is to start doing it where I live, so I can set up small shrines. Isn't that a great idea, my swordlings? I would love to do that. Since the government is not doing anything, it seems like us swordlings and the Japanese will have to do something about it. So I am going to build them myself. Now, I don't trust Westerners to build these shrines because a lot of them don't have Shintoism in their heart, and so their spiritual energy when constructing these shrines will not go through properly. It would just be an empty, hollow, just a piece of I don't know what you call it. It's just nothing. It doesn't have any soul in it. There needs to be a Shintoist there to build it. And so it seems like I'm going to have to do this on my own and build Shinto shrines. Now, I'm going to start small. I would like to build a big, proper shrine with torii gates. That would be amazing. But that's a really big task, and you need land for that. But so for now, I want to do smaller shrines. You know, the ones you can have at home, and I can go and place them around around the city where I live. I guess I can start there. That's what I'm thinking. So yes, that is my plan for that. I don't know when I will get started, but I think it would be amazing. Oh. Let's read up on chat. Sorry to hear that you're a victim of racism, Sef-sama. Oh, it's to be expected of Westerners, honestly. Most Westerners are like that. So that's just how it is. Sef-sama, what do you think of Bruno Bucciarati? Oh, from part 5 of Jojo no Kimi wa Naboken? Yes, it's a good character. And that's a fun part as well. But yes, now you know my plans, my swordlings. So, I think it's something I want to do for next year, maybe, hopefully. I want to come up, I want to get a proper design made and stuff first, and of course I want to, there needs to be a prototype first. Have you read part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Of course. Steel Ball Run? Yes, of course I read it. I've not finished 8 though, but I have read some of 8 a few years ago. I believe it might be 5 or 6 years ago now. So it's been a while. I need to get back to that. Chef-sama, will you review Super Mario 64? Hold on. What is this? The playlist didn't work. There we go. Alright. Okay, so will I review Super Mario 64 to prove that it's not a masterpiece like the Nintendo fanboys say? I have played Super Mario 64 on stream before, and it was so awful. The controls were slippery and bad, and you couldn't really do anything. The level design was atrocious as well. What an awful game. Now, I have not thought about doing a video on it, and I don't really... Well, if people keep talking about it, maybe. Chef-sama, what are your favorite Japanese musicians? Well, there are a couple, of course. Diren Grey is my favorite and have been for a long time. Porno Graffiti is also really good. We have Maximum the Hormone, and many more. I could just sit here and talk about name a bunch of musicians from Japan, but I think you get the point. They are all amazing. Diren Grey would be my favorite to answer the question. Chef-sama, did you and Joachim ever make up, or are you two no longer friends? What are you talking about? Of course we did. We have made videos since then. There was a stream, the last stream on this channel was with me and Joachim. And also I made a video where I cured Joachim's depression. I'm sure you've seen it. Have you missed that one? Do I drive a Japanese car? No, I don't own a Japanese car, or I don't own any car at all. Because I don't need it. When I move to Japan, however, I will get a car. Maybe we can have a swordling event to build and share our Shinto shrines, and then Chef-sama can review them. Now that sounds amazing. That would be something for next year, maybe. I think that's a fun idea. Chef-sama, have you played Pokemon? More like, have I tried to play Pokemon? And yes, the answer is yes. It is so awful. What an absolute joke of a JRPG franchise. They aren't even good at all. The stories are terrible and the characters are dumb. And even though you can have so many different party members and characters, they're just a bunch of animals. That's so boring. They have no backstory or character development. It's really boring. Who can even play that nonsense? It truly shows that Nintendo doesn't know how to make RPGs. They have to westernize everything they do, because they don't know how to make good games. I can imagine Chef-sama pulling off initial D-style drifting in Japan now. Well, that would be fun. However, I don't think I would risk doing that to my car when I go to Japan. I think it's a. I'm sure I could learn, but it seems very risky. I don't know. What do I think of Devil May Cry? Well, obviously it's the best action series of all time, which I think we can agree. Devil May Cry is amazing, and Devil May Cry 5 is a masterpiece. Chef-sama, what are your thoughts on Steins Gate? It's okay. So let me just say this: if you're asking me about Japanese franchises that are not from Nintendo or from software, it's going to be amazing. Of course, I'm going to like it. They're all good. So what? I don't really need to say much about it, other than it's amazing. Do you like Fallout? No, I got a request many years ago about a Fallout game, and I tried it and it was horrendous. It was buggy, ugly, and boring. What a joke. I tried to play it, and it said it was an RPG, but there was barely any RPG things. It didn't have turn-based combat. It didn't have any interesting party members or anything like that. And the story was really awful because the main character doesn't have don't have any personality. It was I don't even know if you can call it a game. Chef-sama, what are your thoughts on GTA? Go watch my San Andreas video. That should explain it. My San Andreas review. Chef-sama, what is your personal favorite waifu? I don't have one. Because there's so many kawaii anime females that it is impossible to just pick one of them. So that's why I don't just have one. There's many, but I can't sit here and list all of them. Oremo is really fun. It's a really funny anime. And I suggest that you go and check it out. Chef-sama, my girlfriend likes to watch anime with me, but she watches anime in dub. And I don't know what to do because I only like animes in Japanese. Well, Adam-san, unfortunately, you will have to convince her to stop with this nonsense. She is discriminating talented Japanese seiyus. And if she refused to watch, then unfortunately, I need to tell you that you two were never meant to be. And if it gets to that point, you're going to have there are more females out there for you. So if it ever reached that point, gomenasai. You have to make the right choice. I bought Down Trail for FF14, Chef-sama, but I'm still conflicted. Do I try out the new Pictomancer job, or do I keep maining Red Mage? Well, shouldn't you try out the new content? Isn't that the point while you got it? You should try the new Picto Mansa. Yes, go with that. Chef-sama, will you ever become a martial arts grandmaster? Well, I'm on my way. I'm currently, as most of you know, I'm currently developing my own martial arts style. Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu. And it will be... I haven't been making a lot of progress recently this year. I've been very busy. So I've only been able to train myself instead of being able to continue developing the style. Although I'm sure we will get there soon. It would be nice to have a demonstration of all the different moves from the Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu style. Chef-sama, do you think Chef Daddy will come out for another review again? Well, let's just say this. Chef Daddy 57 has not... his arc is not over at all. He's a character that I'm definitely going to keep using because he's a very effective villain. So, yes, I know he's a fan favorite, Swordling favorite character and villain. So, yes, of course, there's more planned for him. I will try to convince her before it's too late, but we've been together for 12 years. But I can't be in a relationship with a racist. Yes, it's exactly. That's what it might be hard for you, but hopefully you can convince her. Tell her how it actually is, and that she needs to respect Japanese people and culture more. Chef-sama, will your martial art have kata and bunkai demonstrations? Well, I already have one, where I show up some of my kata that I have developed. It is a video where I do some martial arts training in the forest. It's on my main channel, on the Sephiroth Sword 57 channel. If you want to check it out. When is episode 2 of the Timeline series? I believe you meant the Sephiroth Sword 57 Gaiden, episode 2. Well, I've said it before, I'm not ready yet to make that. I have been making progress before, and I will say the script is pretty much done for it. But, well, I won't be saying too much. I can't tell you when it will be out, but it is not cancelled, my swordlings. I can say that at least. It has not been cancelled. It's been years, but I am still excited to work on it in the future. Chef-sama, can you speak some Swedish for us? That's not very appropriate for the stream. We're here to appreciate Japanese. You should focus on Japanese culture instead. That's superior to Swedish culture. Do that instead. Don't think about the Swedish language. Chef-sama, what is your favorite Monster Hunter game? Well, that would be Monster Hunter World. It is really fun. I did play a lot of Monster Hunter Portable as well. For the PlayStation Portable, of course. Hateru-san, yokoso. Chef-sama, are you sad you're not Japanese? I used to be. The fact that I wasn't born in Japan is something that I had to struggle with for a while. But then I realized that on the inside, I am Japanese. And that's all that matters. And the people who convinced me that that was the case was the Japanese themselves. So my trip to Japan was I got to discover a lot about myself. Once they told me that I was pretty much like a Japanese person, I knew exactly that, wow, it's fine. The way I am right now is fine. So yes, I'm not sad anymore. Chef-sama, do you have any recommendations for retro JRPG game music? I love the ones you put in your videos and streams. Very subarashi. Well, Joka-san, I can tell you now that go and check out Falcom. Neon Falcom has a YouTube channel with the music from all their games, and they're all classic JRPG music. Like you hear right now, this is from Tokyo Sanadu. They are amazing and have made some really great music, and they do not do copyright claiming on their music either. So, you can use it as much as you want, if you want to make videos or anything like that. Chef-sama, they celebrate Midsummer in Hokkaido, Nihon. Yes, they do. There is a place in Japan called Sweden Hills, which is a place that celebrates Swedish culture. And once again, it looks amazing. I have taken part of Midsummer here in Sweden because I think it's important to some level to understand your own culture. You should go out and see what it's all about. And I can say with 100% certainty that the Japanese are better at doing Swedish culture than the Swedish. I have been to every single year I have celebrated Midsummer, and they go out of their way to make it amazing in Japan. Here, however, I've not encountered anything interesting. It's mostly just been meeting family and having grilled meat, and just dinner, and then a bunch of talking and a bunch of people drinking, and that's pretty much it. So Japan does it better. Look up Sweden Hills and how they celebrate Midsummer in Japan, and you see it's much better. It's interesting how the Japanese can make even Western culture look amazing. It shows that they respect culture. Really amazing. Just in case I break up with my girlfriend, do you recommend any hentai? Well, I don't know what you're going to do with that, Adam-san. But let me just tell you this. Hentai is not to be consumed like some cheap smut that Westerners make. Hentai is an art form that can be enjoyed by any adult. It should be viewed as anime with some adult elements. Don't use it in that gross way where you just watch it, you consume it, and then throw it in the trash afterwards. like Westerners do with their live-action pornography, which is gross and disgusting. So remember that. It's meant to be consumed at any time by any adult. And for the right reasons. Chef-sama, I have an interview with Yoshinori Kitase soon. Really? Oh, wow. Anything you want me to ask him? Yes. Ask him about the future of Final Fantasy VII remake project. What's going to be in the third game? And how far will there be a fourth game that expands the story from Final Fantasy VII and continues on after original? That's what I want to know. Chef-sama, we all know Japan makes the best fighting games. What is your favorite Japanese fighting game? Well, of course, that is true. And my favorite Japanese fighting game is Street Fighter III: Third Strike, as I played it a lot back in the day. I had a lot of fun with that game, but I played many good fighting games after that as well. I really got into Guilty Gear X2 as well. But Street Fighter III: Third Strike is my favorite. And it is amazing. Chef-sama, do you like Yakuza 0? Yes, I do. But it should be called Like a Dragon 0 now. They should be changing the name soon, I think. Because it's still called Yakuza 0. Even though the series has properly changed the name to Like a Dragon now. They should rename all the games so that it has its proper name again. Chef-sama, what do you think about Christianity in Japan? Well, a bunch of baka gaijins brought their inferior beliefs to Japan and are practicing it in Japan instead of becoming Shintoists like normal people. It is very disgusting. And they should just go back to their country. So they can practice that made up religion instead of following the true religion. Very, very weird. Do you like China, Chef-sama? The Chinese are racist. I don't think I need to add any more than that. You all know. How do you fight against people that call you a weirdo? Fight them? Do you mean, well, if they're not strong in any kind of martial arts, then it doesn't matter what they call you. You will just beat them up anyway. So, I don't really understand that question. Chef-sama, I love you and your content. Well, arigato. And Rina-kun. Rina-san. Arigato. Japanese are racist too. Get rid of that. Get rid of that filthy liar. Block them and ban them. March, get rid of him. Good. Now, this is a message for all of you who hate the Japanese and are trying to spread bad things about Japan and lies. If you keep doing that, I will get rid of you. Me and the swordlings won't take this. So, you have been warned. Is it true you were banned from the UFC because you were too powerful in your tryout fight and almost killed the opponent? No, I've never tried UFC, and I won't either, because it's not real martial arts. It's just sports meant to make money and nothing else. It doesn't have the passion and soul that Japanese martial arts has. It's just mindless fighting, like a bunch of apes in a cage, which is what it pretty much is. No. I was. You might be confusing it with the fact that I was banned from karate in Sweden for life. I got banned for life because I used some. I was a young teenager and I did some. I will admit that I did some things wrong that led to this ban. During kumite, everyone should respect the principle of kumite, which means that kumite is sparring in karate. And you should never use any lethal moves or anything dangerous during kumite. It's meant for training. That's what it's used for, not for actual fights. But I did not understand that. I didn't show. It wasn't very respectful of me what I did. I was only 16 years old at the time. And I beat up a few guys at a karate dojo. I wasn't part of it. I just went in there and asked to spar with them, and I don't know how they were doing, but I got yelled at by some sensei there, and then I got thrown out of the dojo. And after that, when I tried to enter other competitions, I was banned later. So yes, that's yes, I made a video about that from Vomi. You can watch that link there if you want to know more details about how I got banned. Did something happen? Are you Swordling still here? It said that it was disconnected. A minor freeze. Okay. Racist Japanese. Get rid of him. Get rid of that. Get rid of that filthy, disgusting Westerner in chat. Mods. That Mr. Mike Man. There we go. Absolute filth. Don't come back. Chef-sama, Dui's have made a video response for your really now. Okay. Well, I don't care about that baka. I think I've already said my piece. I can't imagine it's anything good. People claim you're part of the Yakuza. What do you have to say about this, Chef-sama? I am not part of the Yakuza. I am against the Yakuza. Nintendo are taking part of the Yakuza. They are together with the Yakuza and have been for hundreds of years. You can look that up. They have been doing business since the 1800s. So they are the evil ones. Dewey is a Western groomer grooming people into Nintendo fans. Don't trust him. That's what I got from it too. It seems very, yes, was trying to infiltrate the Swordling clan and the community to try and convert people into liking Nintendo. It's very obvious now. You can watch my last video, my Swordlings, on the main channel if you want to learn more about that. But yes, we don't have to worry about that anymore. I've blocked him on all my platforms, so he won't hurt us anymore. Have you ever given YouTube a karate demonstration, or are you planning to? I have. Yes, it got asked a little bit earlier. Yes, I have shown off my own technique, which takes all the great Japanese martial arts in the world and the best cool moves and put it into one, which is Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu. Go look up martial arts videos on my main channel. Have I ever gone to Japan? If I've ever been to Japan, I have, yes. In 2016. But yes, there's a... Chef-sama, have you ever went to a Meido Cafe? Yes, I have. I went there in 2016 when I was in Japan. I went there with my parents, and they really liked it too. It was so kawaii, and the food was amazing and oishii. I suggested you also go to a Meido Cafe when you go to Japan in Akihabara. Let's see. Chef-sama, are Japanese people usually shy? No, they're not. They're just, well, I guess it depends. Westerners tend to be very loud and rude. So when they see people who are quiet and respect people around them, they can be perceived as shy, even though in reality they are just respectful to people around them. It's the same way here in Sweden. People aren't loud and talk loudly in public around other people. We're respectful here, which is something I think we might have developed from Japan. I'm sure someone from Japan brought it here to Sweden. We still need more here, but that part of being respectful and mindful of people around you is something that comes from Japan. So some Westerners think that means people are shy, but they're just keeping to themselves and don't disturb people. So yes. Do you happen to exercise sometime? Like I said, martial arts. I do martial arts multiple times a week. What is this? Why does it keep jumping to random YouTube videos? I have a playlist right here. There we go. Work now. Chef-sama, can you read Kaguya-sama? Kaguya-sama is really funny. It's a really fun anime that I recommend anyone watch. Where in Japan should I go? I would also like to go to a maid cafe. I don't know what that means. I think you meant go? Where in Japan? Akihabara. Do you use a Japanese keyboard? I do not. And the reason why is because I have to use... Now, I have a Japanese keyboard that I use when I want to converse with Japanese people, because it's easier that way. But I need to spell things in Swedish, and so I need a Nordic keyboard for that. Due to my job, I need to write some stuff, so it's more convenient that way. But if I could use only my Japanese keyboard, I would. And when I move to Japan, I will only be using Japanese keyboard, of course. Gaijin filthy racist. Where? Is there a Gaijin in chat? I must have missed them. Or maybe the mods were quick enough to get rid of them. Is a Nordic keyboard just random runes on stone? No, it's a keyboard. Since the Norwegian languages have more letters in the alphabet, we need a specific keyboard for that. What is my favorite Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy VII, of course, the best Final Fantasy. Chef-sama, how long will you be streaming today? Well, a little bit longer I would be streaming. Usually these streams are around between 2 to 3 hours. Yes, that's how it usually is. And usually when I play games, they are a little bit longer, so that we can enjoy the game. Have you ever watched Prison School? Yes, I have. It is very funny. And it also has a really great love story as well. My favorite anime of this year. Now that's a hard question. There's been a few good ones. What do you think if Sweden banned all immigration except for immigration from Japan? Now that would be good, because there's already too many Westerners here and not enough people from other parts of the world. So it would be amazing to have more Japanese people here to influence the culture with superior Japanese culture. It would just improve our lives here, and in any other Western country for that matter. So I think that would be really good if we only let Japanese people move here. I think that would be amazing. Although Japanese people would probably want to stay in Japan because it's much better there. So I think it would be hard for Japanese people to move. D0. yes, it's really good. I haven't watched it in a while though. Chef-sama, will you continue your Sephiroth Sword 57 show order games streams in the future? Yes, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. I think you might have not shown up yet, Bomi-san. But I did say that I am going to be playing Sonic Adventure 2 soon. I don't know when, but I will be playing it soon. Have I ever played any Persona? Of course, all of them. All of the Persona games. My Swordlings, any JRPGs. I have either played them or I want to play them. It's, I've been playing JRPGs since 1997. And at the time I got almost everything I could get my hands on. So, yes. You not funny. I don't think that's proper. Are you? What did I make a joke? Why? What? Okay. Very strange. Are Westerners? I don't understand. Sometimes I get a lot of weird comments from Westerners, like this, where they assume things of other people, and then they just. I think it's the mindset where they accuse people of saying certain things when you don't even say it. Very strange. Chef-sama, what is your favorite Yakuza game? Mine is Yakuza 0. First of all, we should get used to saying like a dragon now, my Swordlings. That is the name that Sega has gone with, which is the proper name, by the way. So, yes. My favorite one is actually Like a Dragon 3 for the PlayStation 3. Ignore the bakas. Well, I need to put some people in their place. When Westerners show up and act like bakas, they need to be. Well, you need to tell them straight. Episode 2 of Gaiden. Like I said, it is something I want to do in the future, but I don't have a date for that. Gomen nasai. Do you think I should go to the gym to build muscles, or should I do Japanese martial arts? Going to the gym is just a scam made by Westerners so that they can make money off of you. Going to the gym does nothing for you. Doing Japanese martial arts, you don't need to go to a gym. You can do it anywhere. So, I suggest you do Japanese martial arts, because not only is it good for your body, but your mind as well. Which is something the gym won't do. It's useless. And Japanese martial arts is a better way to train yourself. I've been doing it for 25 years. So, yes. I suggest you do it. Chef-sama, do you know that hamburgers originally came from Japan? In a recent finding. Do you like hamburgers now? Well, yes, I already knew that. Hamburger is a Japanese food that Westerners took. I already knew this. And have been for many years. Japan has they've had it for a long time. So yes. It's just something that Westerners steal. So yes, it's very typical. You hear this a lot. Westerners take things and they claim it for themselves. And a lot of the time, Westerners steal from themselves They steal from other Westerners. Which Sony Xperia are you funding? I am this is for a I believe it was a Sony Xperia 5 Mark 5, I believe. It is a newer one, and I actually found one at a good price. So yes, that's what the goal is for. How old are you, Sef-sama? You look super young and Sugio. I think you meant to say Sugoi. Please make sure that you spell Japanese words correctly. It's very disrespectful when you don't. But yes. Anyway, I am 38 years old. I turned 38 this March. Oh, that's much better than my aging Xperia XA. Well, yes, it is a newer one. Do you think Westerners like Nintendo games because they are idiots that doesn't like Sega? Well, that is part of it. They have been manipulated by Nintendo. Sega has only made cool and great games. But Westerners do not... I'm pretty sure that Westerners were part of the reason why Sega went the way they did in the early 2000s. Nintendo working with the Yakuza and Westerners is what did it. Now, some bakas say that Sony is the reason why Sega disappeared and why they went away from making consoles. But that is insane. Sega are honorable, or Sega and Sony are honorable Japanese companies that would never try and disrespect each other or fight against each other. They need each other. Because that's the kind of society Japanese and Japan is. It is a collective society. It is you need to work together, which is why Nintendo they only see other people as enemies and nothing else. Sef-sama, what is your opinion on anime that gets an English dub? Well, it's not the Japanese fault. It's disgusting Westerners who decide to put that gross language in there that is not Japanese and ruin it forever for everyone. They are the problem. The Japanese only focus on what they are doing, the Japanese part, and then Westerners ruin it later with their dubbing and translating wrong and all that. What is your opinion on Berserk manga? Berserk is really Sugoi. However, it's a bit too dark, I think. There's too much dark themes in it, and there's just not enough comedy or other scenes in there. It's not a very good balanced manga in that way. What it does really great, but there should be more fun stuff in there, I think, because it just gets depressing. So, are you actually getting a Xperia? Of course I am. Yes. Why would I not? I have a goal for it. So, yes, I'm going to get it. Sef-sama, I do voiceover to make people get familiar with Japanese Sugoi culture. I do my best to promote their culture in my country. Do you think I'm committing a crime? I do think it's a cultural crime. You should focus on Japanese instead. If you want to do voiceovers for Japanese products, then do it in Japanese. Contributing to this, to the ruining Japanese voice work and removing them from the anime and games and stuff is not good. You should not be doing that. Chef-sama, where in Sweden do you live? I live north of Stockholm. There's a city there where I live. Chef-sama, what is your favorite manga? It's Naruto. Like I've said before, I think I need to make another Q&A. I've had a Q&A before, but I think I need to make another one. And post it so that people can... I think that's a good idea. Getting a lot of new questions here. And there's a lot of repeating new questions, I should say. Chef-sama, if you had to pick a place to live other than Japan or Sweden, where would you live? I don't know. These are the only places I want to live. I haven't given that a thought because it's not something I have to worry about. I will go with Oh! Anonymous-san. Arigatou gozaimashita for $1. Chef-sama, what is your favorite Japanese singer/artist? TM Revolution is amazing. And Super Sugoi. You should check him out. He has a great voice. Like I said before, I don't know when I will be moving to Japan. That's another question that I've gotten many times today and before. That's something I need to add as well to the Q&A. Or the FAQ, rather. Frequently asked questions. Yes, I think I need to make another one. I made one already. Favorite manga? Again, I just answered it a while ago. That's another one I need to put in there. My favorite manga, Naruto. Okay. Let's see here if I missed anything. Didn't you make a Q&A very recent? Oh no, it is a FAQ. So that people know frequently asked questions. So that they don't ask them again. I made one earlier this, I believe it was in February or March. But there needs to be another one. Have you ever watched or have you read the manga One Piece? Of course I have. How it would have been impossible for Niku Ger-san. Arigatou gozaimashita for the $1. How old am I? That's also a good one. I'm 38 years old. I think I need to... I'll be looking back on this stream and see which questions are asked a lot. But yes, I'm 38 years old, to answer your question. My favorite Persona character. Now that's hard, because I think everyone has their favorite in each game. Um, I don't know right now, but in Persona 5, Futaba-chan is my favorite. But I don't know if she's my favorite in the whole series. That's something I will have to think about. Konbanwa, Sef-sama. Are there any plans for more Patreon content? Gomenasai if the question was already asked. Yes, there is. It hasn't been updated in quite a while now. But I want to start posting more frequently to my Patreon. For all of you patrons out there, there will be new content and some small exclusive stuff like some drawings that I can't share on my open platforms. So that will be coming as well. A lot of drawings. There won't be any exclusive videos unless there's some behind the scenes stuff I will be posting. And especially when it comes to, I can talk about this, the podcast. The podcast was originally, and it probably still says on the Patreon, that the Topic Corner Culture podcast was meant to be a Patreon exclusive show and podcast. But I thought it over, and after the 2 episodes that was made, and the second episode was uploaded accidentally and went public, I've thought about it, and I think it might be a good thing to make it public for everyone instead. Oh, I think it said get ready. Get ready-san. Arigatou gozaimashita for the $1. I get nosebleeds whenever I think of your pictures of Nanami-chan. Well, for you adult swordlings, get freaky. Okay, that's what I said. Well, get to freaky-san. Arigato. Oh yes, for you adult swordlings out there, on my Patreon there's a little drawing of Nanami that I made that's only for those of you over 18 can watch that. So, just so you know. Sef-sama, will you ever get a Japanese girlfriend? Yes, that is my plans when I go to Japan. I want to get a very kawaii Japanese female girlfriend once I get there. And also, later, my wife. Of course. But yes, I am right now not interested in relationships because I have to move to Japan first, where I will be spending the rest of my life. How much for you to stand up and do a bow? I can't stand up here. I have to go out of the camera to do that, so there's not enough room to do that. Are you more of a PC or console gamer? Well, consoles, obviously. PCs are not meant for playing games. While consoles are meant for gaming. So of course, why would I play on... I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have a choice but play on the PCs because they can't afford consoles. And you're forced to play it on computers instead. And that's just how it is. And I understand. But yes, I play on consoles. Are you cross-legged sitting? Yes, I am sitting. Yes, I am. I learned to do that after. If you look at old drawings of Japanese royals and higher-ups, They always sit with their legs crossed. Uh, so that is why. Chef-sama, PC has some freaky mods. Why not try? Using mods is very disrespectful to the game designers. You are ruining the intent of the game. What is the point? It's just disrespectful and gross. Modding stuff is not okay. Think of all the hours the Japanese people put into making an experience specifically for you to enjoy. And you spit in their face by changing things about the game. Very gross. What if the modder was Japanese? Doesn't exist. Japanese people know how to respect other people, so they don't do that. It's only a thing Westerners do, which is why there's only Westerners talking about it, to begin with. Chef-sama, will you do a cooking video of you preparing ramen? I have shown how to do ramen. I did a quick little ramen hack a while ago, a few months ago, but I would like to do a proper cooking video showing off everything. It is morally acceptable to emulate Nintendo games on PC since they are a corrupt company. Very true, but there's no reason for you to emulate Nintendo games and try and play them. They are all bad anyway, and they ruin your brain, so you shouldn't do it to begin with. Do you watch anime with subtitles or have you ascended them? Well, I do watch subtitles sometimes, just to but sometimes I want to watch them in with Japanese only, with no subtitles. That's what I do most of the time, but sometimes I want to read the subtitles, especially if I'm watching with other people who don't know Japanese that well. So yes. You missed a spot on your mustache. What do you mean? A spot? I don't know what you mean. We got it. Okay, good. Maybe I got something stuck there, I don't know. Are you fluent in Japanese? That's another question I've gotten. Yes, I passed the N1 in the Japanese proficiency test. So yes, I am pretty much a local Japanese man, in that sense, where I know Japanese just as well as a Japanese person. Are subtitles baka and racist, or is it fine? No, subtitles are fine, because subtitles do not remove anything from the Japanese art. It just adds text for you to be able to enjoy what the Japanese language and what they're saying if you don't understand it. It is when you remove the Japanese voice acting and replace it with inferior Westerners is when it gets gross. So yes, you need to, Westerners need to stop doing this practice and pretending that it's normal. It is disgusting. How long have I been training martial arts? 25 years. Well, more than 25 years at this point. I was 12 years old when I started, so I guess it's 26 years. Is 3D animation baka, like in Dragon Ball Super Superhero? No. 3D animation is fine as long as it looks good and made by the Japanese. It is totally fine. So there's no problem there. As long as it looks good and doesn't ruin the experience, there's no problem there. Oh, my swordlings. We are getting close to reaching the 2-hour mark. Let me have some Pepsi. Chef-sama, will today's stream be your standard 2-hour long, or will you go for longer? No, I am... that's what I'm about to say. I am about to wrap up the stream right now. But for everyone who was here, and maybe some of you left that was there in the beginning, but the beginning part was the most important part, as I went over what has been going on, and, well, a lot of news about the channel, and the Sephiroth Sword 57 content in general. So, well, my swordlings, you can look forward to more Sephiroth Sword 57 content and Sephiroth Sword 57 streams. There will be more videos, streams and such. I am working on a lot of things at the moment, and there will be some videos out on the main channel. On here there will mostly be shorts and streams. I'm thinking there will be a stream sometime next week and next weekend. I'm thinking. So I don't know when it will be, but the next stream will be Sonic Adventure 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. So yes, I even believe, yes, it's right here. Sonic Adventure 2. So yes, we will be playing this masterpiece. A true blast from the past. Can we watch Naruto next stream? No, we can't watch things on here. That's illegal. You can't stream anime like that. And also the streams will be taken down if you do that. I will be playing Sonic Adventure 2, which is an amazing game. And I'm sure that all of you, well, if you have watched you can prepare. For those of you who have not watched my Sonic Adventure 2 review from 2015, go and check it out to prepare for the stream, which will be sometime next week. I will let you swordlings know, so keep an eye out on the channel or on X or anywhere any place like that. I will let you know. You will see when I announce it. So anyway, my swordlings, this will be it from me, Sephiroth Sword 57. But you can look forward to more stuff coming soon. And yes, more frequent streams, like I said before. But for now, we're wrapping up. And arigatou gozaimashita to all of you who are watching. And thank you for watching this stream. Have a good night, evening, morning, or day. Moshi mosh!